Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 9.
59 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Jackson.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who have been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A 4-yard pickup. That gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's McDonald. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
York able to send this one through.
And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right back to him on first down.
To about the 40-yard line. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of one quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment.
3-0 is our score.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
88 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
DK Metcalf.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens have moved out in front.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, You don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Third and long for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott.
Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
29 yards.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 2.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Jackson on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Pollard again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 63 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Armour Davis, the one to get the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, it's Prescott. McDonald makes the catch. Touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
York on now for the extra point.
He's got it, and that'll make the score 17-8.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group...
He's got a man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. To throw is Jackson.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Prescott from the gun on third. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one. on the final act of the third quarter. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. To throw again is Jackson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Watson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Christian Watson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. 74 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run this one in. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked really tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got everything locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tam.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now a give here to Pollard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pollard going to try the right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now here's Pollard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
York now for the extra point.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that mattered.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this, practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL.
Day ones here to dance at the beginning, so you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I